Welcome you to another segment of Happy Home Marriage Talk Show. This time around, actually decided to pay a visit to our mother, who is the president of Kungia Matan Arewa, and that's Ajia Rabi Musa Saulawa, to bring her to some questions and some enlightenment about child abandonment, and that's what we'll be discussing with her today. Please, Ajia, it's good to meet you, Emma.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, Aja, we'll be talking about the cycle of child abandonment. Aja, what are some root causes of this child abandonment in our society?
Well, in the north here, we frown on children that are born out of wedlock.
Okay.
So that is the number one reason why we have this child abandonment, both by the fathers and by the mothers also.
Okay.
So virtually all our children here, the orphans here, actually were born out of wedlock.
Okay.
So, and we welcome these children and the parents, because most of the time it is either the mother or the grandmother or the auntie or the uncle. It has to be a relative that brings the child, or including the mother sometimes.
Okay.
At times even the babies, immediately they are born, they are brought here. Their first birth is being given to them here. So they know we don't frown on those kind. Yes, we don't discriminate, because what will be. Not that we will say that we want to say it is okay. No, it is not okay. But if it happens, don't go and throw away this child. Bring that child here. We have people that are willing to take these children.
They are praying, they are crying for the baby,
to make them theirs. So instead of you abandoning those children somewhere, and in fact, what is worrying us now is that sometimes the mothers, they sell these children. They sell them, So it's better you bring them here. We take them without any question. We just ask you, okay, give us a little bit of the history of yourself, the mother or whoever brought. Yes. Then there's a form that you sign off, because you can't, once you bring your child here, you cannot come back and claim that child.
Okay, once you bring your child, you cannot come back and claim it after
because
some
we
years.
give out, the government, Kaduna State government gives these children out for adoption.
Can't that person go back to the same government and sign that, okay, I want my baby back?
No, it's not possible.
So this is not an avenue where, because of poverty or you cannot take care of the baby, just okay, I can be pregnant and bring my baby here for them to help me take care of, and after some years I take it back.
And in fact, there's a law, in fact, that is worrisome, because it makes sometimes it makes them abandon the children on the road and go, because there's a law against child abandonment. And you can get jailed for it. So, but most times we welcome these mothers. We take the children, and then we look after these children till the government finds suitable parents for them.
Okay, thank you, Aja. It's good to be with you. But are there possible implications of this child abandonment to our society?
Our society now is very intricate now. There are so many things going on. Morals are very loose today. Our children get exposed very, very early. You can see even primary school children, they see all these things. This phone,
social media,
this social media thing has become something else. So you see, that's why these things happen rampantly. Before, in the north, we like when we were in secondary school up to university, we were not even exposed, that exposed. It is even in university that you just go and see that, you can mix and you can stay out late and so on and so forth, go to parties and
looking forward to university. So
but now even primary school, you see them doing graduation. Primary school doing graduation, they are doing party with the boys and the girls. You can imagine, and they are so free. The society has changed now. And our children, unfortunately, we think it is civilization. I don't think that civilization is really good for us, because before, in our cultures, we all have different cultures, but most of the time, African cultures, we frown on this, doing these things that our religion forbids. You understand?
Yeah.
and also, of course, our religion, be it Christianity or Islam. You know, we frown on this extra. How should I say? Having relations before marriage.
Before marriage.
You know, but today, anything is possible. You know, you cannot stop them because, unfortunately, the upbringing that we got from our parents, we have not been able to give to our own children, and it's very, very unfortunate. You know, you find out that even the parents are even afraid of their children. You know, you cannot put your foot down on a child and say you cannot go out, you cannot do this, you cannot do that.
Actually, that's the area which I want to go to now. How can we prevent this child abandonment? We might not be able to prevent totally, but how can we reduce it to the barest minimum so that we don't have child abandonment again?
Oh, that is one question. I don't know. Maybe we shall all pray to God, just as we
are. Are we not looking towards parenting style?
You see, like I told you, the first problem is parenting. You know, there's as you say, there's nature, there's nurture.
Okay.
Nature is what you are born with, you know, your character and whatnot. But nurture is how you are even brought up in your homes. And you know, the first school of any child is the home.
The home.
And it is the mother. So if the mother is doesn't know what she's doing, there will be a problem. You understand? The father can be strict and whatnot, but if the mother is not on the same, you know, frequency with the father, things will utterly go wrong. Nowadays, we don't even have time for our children. Maybe we work, we get up early, the children are going to school, we are going to work. Sometimes they come back, we are not around. It's nannies that are doing all the upbringing and whatnot. We don't come back home till 5, 6, and we don't even have time for our children. We don't even know who our children's friends are, and so on and so forth. So you see, that is one of the root problems. Parenting is one of the root problems. So if only our parents will go back to the way we were brought up.
Actually, you are a parent already now.
Yeah.
If really our children.
I'm even a grandmother.
You are a grandmother already.
And I know I have one daughter, and I know how I brought up my daughter, and she's bringing up her children very well.
Too, in a very good manner.
In a very good Islamic way. In fact, more than myself, because one thing that you know is I found out that there's so much knowledge now on Islamic knowledge that we at that time we did not even get.
It's true.
So you see, it's very funny. I don't know how to even say it. During our time, you know, we were trying, our parents, you know, we would go to Islamic school and whatnot, you know, learn the Quran and whatnot, and we were kept this and that. But now there's the knowledge, but then the morals have deteriorated somehow. I don't even know.
It's true.
And unfortunately, even our religious leaders are not helping matters. We are seeing what they're doing. You understand? They are even doing worse than
people who are not being.
So why would anybody even listen to them? You understand? So there's even if you go to the mosque, you know, like on a Friday you see everybody going to the mosque. Immediately they come out, they go back to their nonsense ideas. So you see, I don't know. There's something wrong somewhere. I don't know. There's something wrong somewhere.
Okay, we'll get there someday. So, Ajia, how can we support these vulnerable families before they get to that level of child abandonment? Maybe some, just like you said, some actually bring while they're pregnant, they bring it here. That's the kind of support. What about those who cannot bring their child here, who cannot come here? How can we support them outside? How can we identify them so I will give them support?
You know, in the north here, especially in the Hausa tradition, Hausa Fulani, we hide these things. There have been times when mothers will bring their children with baby. They will say they didn't even know the girl was pregnant till when she went into labor.
Because of the dressing, the
dressing, and you know, sometimes, you know, there was one that even came and she said, you know, the girl was sick, so the father took them to the hospital. So he left them there. Before he could come back, the girl had delivered. It was like immediately the doctor, he said, she's in labor. She said, labor what? You understand? So by the time she delivered, she just carried the girl and they came here.
That's serious.
So we took the baby, she had her bath and everything, and they went back to the hospital without the baby. Because she said if the father knows, both she and the daughter, he will throw them out of the house.
Wow.
So the father will now go and just pick them up, not knowing that the girl had even given birth. So sometimes the parents don't even know that these girls are
pregnant.
Yes. And then we also have these mentally unstable
Yes,
girls.
people, yeah.
They get pregnant, and then sometimes the parents don't even know, because we had one such case.
Okay.
I don't know, one boy got their daughter pregnant, and she couldn't even name the boy because she was
cannot
mentally,
identify the person, yeah.
So, and they could not keep that child, and they brought
The baby.
yes, they brought the baby here. So there are so many things out there. You cannot how would you even know? Sometimes these things happen anywhere, anytime. So how can you even help them unless they come to you? Because they hide it.
Okay.
It is taboo. It is taboo in the north here. And it still is taboo.
Thank you, Aja. Well, for those who are actually viewing us, we've been speaking with Aja Rabi Musa Saula, who is the president of Jamia Matan Arewa, and we're actually talking about the cycle of child abandonment. This episode was actually sponsored by Ark Model Groups. I know Ark Model. I know you are watching me. I know you are seeing me. I want you to come and do something to the orphanage. We have children who are abandoned here. They need support. They need help. Thank you very much. So, Aja, how can we address or support these abandoned children from psychological trauma when they grow up and they realize that they were abandoned?
You see, we always try to give out these children before they get wise enough to even know
that they were abandoned. Okay.
But unfortunately, sometimes people come and they want babies. You understand? You can see we have some toddlers there.
Yes.
But they prefer babies. Sometimes they even want to do naming ceremony. As if they gave birth to the child. So they normally don't choose, the older children.
Okay.
So we prefer that immediately these children come, the government is able to get parents for them as soon as possible, so that they don't get attached to us here.
Okay.
Like they consider this home now.
Yes.
They call us mama. You understand? So, but as children, God has His own way of doing things. Once they live here, they forget.
Yeah,
it's very easy for them to forget, especially if they get to the right
but for those who are grown up, how do we help them so that it doesn't become a trauma and affect their mental?
We haven't had any such problem from any of our orphans that have left here.
Okay.
In fact, they have been doing very well. Actually, there was one which alhamdulillah, I think when he entered secondary school, the parents told him that you are adopted. And he asked that where was I adopted, and they brought him here. And he came and we saw him, and he was very happy, very intelligent boy.
Wow.
You understand? He said he wanted to know where they adopted him, and he came here, and so sometimes it is even good before somebody tells them, the parents will tell them, so that, because you know how our culture is here now, they will start saying
somebody will just insult him and stigmatize him outside.
You're not even these are not your parents. So they told him, and they brought him here, and we saw him. He came, he was happy. He went and stayed the whole day with the other children, and he asked that can he become. He said, why not? So, and he went away very happy.
So you're like their mother.
He went away very happy.
Wow.
So we pray that the children, they don't get into such problems. Yes, we just pray for them. Pray for them.
So Aja, what policies would you like the government to put in place to prevent or reduce this child abandonment?
I think the government has too much on its hands.
So the government should leave this to us.
What can the government do?
When it comes to food, government, security, government. This one, government. So government should leave this one to us, to the parents.
We have traditional leaders. We have the parents one. We have our traditional leaders. We have even community leaders. We have our religious leaders. Let everybody do his own. Before a child in a community belongs to everybody.
Yes.
But today, if you touch somebody's child, you are in trouble. So you see, so everybody is afraid now. Everybody is on his own with his child, and there's a saying in Hausa that goes that love your child, and the population will not accept him, or that is even better for the population to accept him, and then
And
you know,
discipline your
then
child.
yes, you understand.
Okay, thank you very much, Ajia. So, Ajia, how do you get support to cater for these children? Any support from the government?
There's no support from the government,
No
unfortunately.
support from the government.
There's no support from the government. It's people like you, philanthropists like you, that have this fear of God in your minds, and you know, if there's a blessing that you look for and seek for, is for you to look after orphans. It's one of the greatest blessings. So even if it is water that you bring, I'm telling you, you don't even know you can never know the blessings that you will get, you know, because these are God's own children, you understand.
Yeah.
Because they don't have father, they don't have mother. We happen to be everything. So if you take care of these children, God will take care of you and your own children and your grandchildren, your great grandchildren. So it is, you know, kind-hearted people like you that we depend on donations from people like
From
you.
people.
Yes, we depend on donations.
So,
Yes.
Ajia, lastly, so that we don't take too much of your time, what do you have for our viewers? Just tell them something when it comes to child
Well,
abandonment, most especially our ladies.
Well, mothers, most especially, we are all mothers here, and we are also bringing up our daughters who are going to be mothers, and our boys that are going to be fathers. You know, if we instill these good morals into them, I'm telling you, we will not have this kind of problems. You know, the boys should know that they are the ones that are going to look after a family.
Yeah, the provider.
They are going to be the providers.
Yeah.
The women, of course, we also have women that provide, but they should know that they are going to be mothers. So whatever child they bring in, you know, God will ask them, how did you bring up this child? Even the father, you understand. So you have to instill these good morals into them, and you know, so that they come up to be good human beings.
Thank you very much. Well, my parting words for us is that I just said the government already has so much on its head that our religious leaders, our traditional leaders should look into this aspect. Even the family, the parents should look into this aspect and make sure you train your child well. Whatever the way you train your child now matters what they are going to translate into the society. Please, let's look at our children. Let's train them well so that society will become a. So, I actually want to present this meal ticket to you from Arena Meals, Kaduna.
Okay.
So you can go to Arena Meals and take whatever you want from them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arena.
And God bless.
Thank you very much. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. And thank you.